Namaste students, Khushro Vidya, I JV and Dr. Chandrakala, Assistant Professor Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the current issues pertaining to the adolescence. Adolescence is considered as a stage in a person's life between childhood and adulthood. The experience of adolescence during the teen age would vary considerably according to the cultural and social values of the network of the social identities they grow in. So, the physical and the physiological change or a psychological characteristic of an adolescent and the nature of developmental tasks which they are expected to perform often pose certain challenges and the problem of adjustment which ensure the stress. So the here are certain amount of results like peer group effect, peer pressure, where the adolescents peer plays an important role in large part of their life. Or as this age, the family is certain the teenage have a leisure activity replaced by the peer groups. So teenage attractions which may be giving a peer pressure because they like to fit into their group. So here, certainly the pre-adolescence begins with a question of adult standard and the parental guidance. They have to ensure the advice to friends who understands and sympathize it. So the types of peer groups are large peer groups, where the large peer groups are school youth groups or a home group, or sitting and get most attention, or uh, in the direction of clothing, music, entertainment, politics, etc. Or a small peer group which is close relationship with several best friends and which one can't be fake in them or may believe it in a the pressure is personal and forceful or dual influence of the peer group like scientific saying facing certain problems or leading to engage in social behavior, uh, encouraging the kids to study, train harder, or self-reliance, or resisting and improving in the developmental stage. So here the teacher role of a teacher is to nurture the trait, ability, and self-esteem, coping the peer group pressure, or encouraging the positive relationship between the significant adult and a teen, supporting the parent education programs for the families in the teenage so that the parent needs to be better informed about the dynamic end of the adolescent group expected teenage facing the problems or equipping the youth for the necessary resistance of the negative behavior or a teacher youth exist saying no to the negative pressure or creating the peer pressure can lead towards the unhealthy or unsafe behavior should be marked. So, second is the substance abuse, where certain abuse of drugs or alcohol or global problems, where the country of both is facing so statistical point where increase. So the here also the we have to see that the progression of greater involvement in any of the anxiety or stress associated with this, which may be creating certain movement towards the certain uh, materials or drugs abuse or a multiple detrimental effects or like part of a direction where a health expectancy or accident, suicide or certain crimes associated antisocial activities. So role of teacher here is as to reduce the substance abuse, changing in attitude, manpower by educational systems, maintaining a resource for primary prevention programs, drug education programs should be encouraged so that the uh, adolescents can know what is the right and what is wrong, to know about and their knowledge will be sharpened by and motivational communication skills has to be increased and the peer leaders should be particularly the successful in certain groups have to be taken care of here resisting the environment or certain things which has to be taken care, or no, say no to drugs, or through series of school-based programs, or early exposure of the adult issues through media or internet. So cyber relationship addict, or certain rooms, chat rooms, or social networking, net compulsions for gambling, or stock trading, or like addictions, or virtual social worlds of it. So here also it is the role of a teacher to encourage the other internet and social activities, getting the student behind the computer screen and encouraging their hobbies and other sport activities, using the therapy of boosting controlling of in the use of internet, cognitive behavior therapy, where the behavior and the change in the perception or regarding the internet, or media literacy training, where the more adolescents has to be trained for the positive impact of the use of the system. Depression or a suicidal thought, where depression or a medical condition or a physical symptoms such as difficulty with schoolwork, relationship, parents, health compliances, or other things, the teacher has to be taken care of certain things for the emotions of the parents, teachers, and appear to effect of unconditional, whereas is to urge the criticism of the past years spent, or monitoring the students about the alarming increase in the number of teenagers, or any certain activities, increasing loneliness, where loneliness is an unpleasant feeling where a person feels strong sense of emptiness. So the adolescents have to deal with many challenges here. So in this condition also it has to be taken care. Challenges of the families and structures, permission, raising the permission, creating the mechanism where the more adolescents here creating problems, or the world becoming a global village. So here the community or the global youth has to be working with the modern world issues. So as a role of a teacher has to take care of a child, his students, or as an adolescent, there is a lot of responsibility for as a teacher for making them develop at the physical, social, and emotional aspect in all around development of a child, and it's best to come out of a child in its growth and development process. Thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any queries, we'll discuss in a problem solving session. Thank you.